In a world where nuclear war has begun, vampires fought back in super real 3D.
Hey guys, Ash von Chamier, owner Rough Cut Productions, Tallahassee, Florida. Let me cut to the chase, shall we? I want to talk to you about one of the most crucial elements in a camera. What makes a camera look so much better than another camera? What do you think it is? Well, there's not one thing. There's a lot of things, but there is one thing that I want to talk to you today about, and it's called dynamic range, DR. You'll see this on forums. You'll hear people reference, well, what's the DR on it? How much dynamic range does it got, huh? Oh, yeah, just 10 stops? Yeah, mine's got 14. What does it do for you? Dynamic range is basically your camera's ability to see. It's like its eyeballs ability of the darkest dark to the brightest bright. Cheap cameras have like an eyeball this big to see that. So let's say that somebody's standing under a tree and they're in the shade, and then out behind them is the beautiful sunny wonderland of clouds and blue skies and all that. The problem is, as you put them in the shade and you bring up the brightness of your camera enough that you can actually see the person because they're in the shade, your background turns into blown out white mess. All that textural, wonderful sky, it just turns into a white blown out blob, and you have no data in there. That happens because you don't have much dynamic range. By the same token, just as it can go up in brights and lose data and just be gone information-wise, it's the same thing happens in the shadows and the darks. Like, higher quality cameras can see more detail before it loses information in the complete black abyss. Better your camera is, the bigger that window of dynamic range is. So you can have detail down here in the shadows, and you can have detail up here in the skies, so you could actually have like a blue sky and clouds, and the person that's in the shadows all evenly exposed, so that way everything's in the picture and you don't have black abyss happening and you don't have blown out white blob. And that's what real cameras can offer you. Cinema cameras have enormous windows of dynamic range, and it's measured in stops. Any camera that you're interested in, look it up on YouTube, because people are going to have video footage of it, right? And you want to see people that suck with it. Like, don't only look up the people that are awesome with it. When you're buying a camera, you want to see how bad it can look, like out of the box. Take note, pay attention to when the skies are blown out, see what kind of things it can handle. And the more information that seems to be able to sit in that image where you can see everything and things aren't blown out or completely in the shadows, and that means that it does have better dynamic range. This is a really powerful thing. This is one of the #1 things that I look for in a camera, and I'll tell you, it was the biggest reason why I invested in a Red Epic Dragon cinema camera. The reason is the dynamic range, and it's rated at 16.5 stops. And it also has a mode in it that I barely ever use. It's a little bit complicated, but basically it can go up to 20 stops of dynamic range in a certain mode on images that are more still, because it actually double stacks frames. Anyway, point is, you're going to see the price tag start to go up and up the more dynamic range it has. So when you can find a cheaper camera model that's got a big dynamic range, that's a really, really big thing to get closer to the cinema look. This is one of the biggest differentiators in having a camera look like it's cinema or one that looks like it's cheaper. It's the dynamic range, and that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about it today in this video and give you guys an overview like that. So in another video, I'm going to tell you guys how to basically, for any landscape shot, you can double the dynamic range of any camera, and it's an editing technique, and I'm happy to show it to you, and it makes your images, your landscapes look absolutely phenomenal. So if you do want me to make that sooner than later, let me know in the comments and I'll make that sooner. And by all means, if you do like this kind of information, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Give me a like. I would love a like. I am putting out episodes every Thursday. You can come back for another Rough Cut with me, Ash, and I will give you a tidbit on either cameras or editing, or there's a lot of aspects to running your own video business, a lot of things that I want to go over with that too. So help give me some direction. Let me know in the comments below what you want me to make a video about next, and I will work in that direction. And I am looking forward to sharing more information with you right around the corner. So take care, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Ba-doom, bam, doom.
Movie voice.
Take care, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Ba-doom, bam, doom. Hey man, did I just call you? Dude, I was doing this thing where I was trying to do a sign off. Yeah, I am finishing a vlog episode. I can only fit this in after I get my workday done at night. But yeah, I finished it and I hit my knee. I realized what happened. I hit my little earpiece. My Bluetooth earpiece was in my pocket. And so it must have called you. So you heard the end of an episode coming up, man. All right, man, cool. Well, all right, don't tell anybody about that awesome ending to the vlog.